Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BlackBerry Friends JM, a subsidiary of High Five Jamaica Services, where we bring you everything from mobile phones and computer services to exclusive health and cosmetic imports. Today we're going to be doing the unboxing of one of the wickedest designs that ever came out for the 2015 period up to 2016. We're going to be featuring the Huawei Nexus 6P. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the Huawei Nexus 6P is just one of those miraculously designed devices that captivates a user who is not just a regular user but a hardcore heavy user. You need something like the Nexus 6P. So today we're going to be doing the unboxing of the Huawei Nexus 6P. I'm tempted to say Google, but this version is by Nexus, which runs the purest form of Android, and this is the Android 6.0 Marshmallow, upgradable to the 7.0 Nougat. I don't even know how you pronounce that, but this is the Huawei 6P. Now we're just going to open the box and we're going to show you around the device and stuff, and just run through some of the specifications that are featured on the Huawei 6P. And trust me, at the end of this demonstration you will be amazed. But do remember, High Five Jamaica Computer Services, for all your laptop batteries, laptop chargers, we do screen replacements and we do laptop restoration. So your computer is slow, it's just not performing how you want it to, you can check us and we can get it sorted out for you in 24 hours or less. That's a restoration. We do screen imports for all variations of screen size, models, you name it, we can do it. Now back to the Huawei Nexus 6P unboxing. So this is a brand new device, and in most cases this is exactly how we sell it. Brand new inbox. We don't tamper with the devices, we don't play with them, as far as we're doing today, which is to do an unboxing of the device to show the customer what they're getting when we say we're selling you a device that is brand new in box. So this is a Huawei Nexus 6P. Alright, it's a standard packaging. This device comes as a 5.7-inch display with a 71.4 screen to body ratio. That tells you that how much screen do you get based on the size of the device, and this gives you about 71% of the device is its screen, and that's a very good ratio for persons who love to have the resolution of the screen just have it splattered out on the entire face of the screen. You will love the Huawei Nexus 6P for that particular reason. Now let's take a closer look at the device itself. The standard packaging for Huawei, their devices are usually packaged very nicely, and the 6P is no different. As you can see, the device sits on top in the unboxing feature here, and it has a miraculously smooth finish. The finish is just so crisp and so rich, you'll definitely want to have this device in your hands. I'm not a person who loves big phones, but I can feel this device and I can just absolutely fall in love with it, just like that. This is the Huawei Nexus 6P. We're going to turn on the device just for a second, just to see if we can capture some of the resolution that you can get on the device while we go through some of the specifications of the Huawei 6P. And do remember, for your cosmetic imports, all the products that you can't find locally in Jamaica, it absolutely must not be here in Jamaica. As long as it's not here, we can bring it in for you. You just call us, we give you a quotation, we tell you how you need to make a payment, device, whatever it is, cosmetic, it comes here, we deliver it to you. That's High Five Jamaica Beauty Shop. Now back to the Huawei Nexus 6P. I mean, the device seems to be miraculously fast. That's one thing I can tell you. I mean, there's not anything loaded on the device as yet, but I already feel the power of the Android in its purest form. No clutterware, no junkware, no malware. That's a pure version of Android, and this is the Marshmallow V6.0. Alright, so we're just going to take a quick look at the device as we run through some of the hardware features. If you look down here, you will see this charger port, which you're not familiar with. This is a brand new charging port from Huawei, and this is how they designed it to be on the Nexus 6P. So I'm not gonna tell you that you will not be able to get a replacement charger. You can, but I'm gonna tell you that you need to keep this carefully, and you actually need to be very careful with this device because it uses what we call a proprietary charging port. So it's not a standard charging port that you can find anywhere. It's really specific to the Huawei Nexus 6P. All right, so we have the volume rockers on the sides. On the side, this is to the right side of the device, and the power button sits there with a little graded finish. You can feel a grit, so you can separate whether it's the rocker you're touching or whether you're touching the actual power button. That much I can see right there. The earphone jack sits at the top of the device, while the SIM tray sits on the far left side at the top. That's pretty much it for the exterior features of the Huawei Nexus 6P, but we're going to run through some of the internal gut features of the 6P so that you can get an idea. Well, the first thing is, as we've mentioned before, it's a 5.7-inch screen with a 71.4 screen to body ratio, and it's running the Marshmallow. Now, this CPU that is in the Huawei 6P is an octa-core. We know that octa-cores are featured in most of the Notes phones and some of the later S-series phones, but this octa-core features 4 1.5 GHz Cortex-A53 CPUs along with 4 2.0 Cortex-A57. If you know anything about the Cortex CPUs, you know that they process information at a ridiculously fast rate. So if you have an octa-core, that's basically 8 cores of processors that are doing their thing, you are not going to be dragging between tasks, you're not going to be lagging, you're not going to be doing any of that. You'll just be running through the device smoothly. The GPU that is on this device is Adreno 430, which means your graphics processing is gonna be well up. So in terms of scrolling through and stuff like that, you won't have any lagging. That's where the GPU comes in. Moving from screen to screen and doing stuff, you will not have that lag and that drag when you are using the Adreno 430 that's featured on this Huawei Nexus 6P. Of course, this strain is loaded with the purest version of Android, so you'll find a lot of the Google apps already on there. You have the Google Drive, you have your Gmail, you have your Google Search, you have your Chrome. All of those things are basically preloaded, and of course the Play Store is sitting right there, and that pretty much sums up most of what comes on the device. You won't get a lot of junkware, it's just not there. Now, this version that we have right here is a 32 gigabyte version of this device, but it also comes in a 64 and a 128. Now, the RAM, everybody talks about RAM. People want memory. People want to know how much memory you can get, how much memory you need to run your device. Now, that will depend on what kind of user are you. If you're a user who's going to be running a lot of apps, you're going to be playing some games on the phone, you're going to be doing some video recordings, and while you want to do some other stuff, you definitely need the most RAM you can find. And right now, RAM is topping out at 3 gigabytes, and the Huawei Nexus 6P does not disappoint. It presents that 3 gigabytes of RAM in the device for the user. Now, in terms of camera, the front camera is clocking at 8 megapixels. Now, I don't know about anybody, but if you're taking a selfie with 8 megapixels of camera, you can expect that if your face is not in the greatest condition, it is going to show. And I make a point there. So everybody is grasping after the 8 megapixels and the 12 megapixel front camera. Make sure your face is up to the megapixels. You understand what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. 8 megapixels of camera on the front at 1080p with 30 frames per second. You can record live video as a selfie for your Facebook live stream, and you'll be amazed at the quality that you're producing to put on the internet. So it's just amazing. Now, the rear camera is a 12.3. Persons will ask me, why not a 16? Why not a 24? Why not a 32? Yes, why not this? Why not that? We can go as far as 16, 24, 21. But what you must consider is the type of lens that is packed in the device. Now, when you have a 12.3 megapixel from the Huawei 6P, you know that the lens that's in this device is a really great lens. So you absolutely have nothing to worry about when you're taking your pictures. The quality is going to be great, simply put. Now, in addition to the 12.3 megapixel camera, this device also features a dual LED dual tone flash. Now, what this means is that especially at night, you'll be able to take some of the best pictures any device is capable of taking at night using the dual tone dual LED flash that is on this device. So that is something to also consider. Now, there's one last point that we want to touch on as it relates to the Nexus 6P, and that is the battery. I've been checking online for reviews, what people are saying about the battery, and this battery is a 3450 milliamp battery, which means once you give this device a full and proper charge, you should be able to run this device for a couple of hours. And the reviews so far is that the battery life is very good on the Huawei 6P. Now, you can also attest that this camera and the battery life will be great, because the device is not packed with a lot of bulk and junkware that is actually running in the background. Those applications that are running in the background tend to get your battery drained before you even get to use the device. So with this, the purest version of Android in its simplest form with 3450 milliamp of battery, that is exactly why this battery will definitely give you much more charge, much more time to use the device than actually sitting here and the battery is draining. Now, one other feature about this device is the charging block is a 3 amp charging block, which is not very common. That stands for two particular reasons why they have that. The 3 amp charging block means that your device will charge much faster than it usually would. In addition to that, it requires the extra amperage, extra power to charge the device based on the size of the battery. So I will tell you guys to, keep this thing safe, because you won't find these laying around, because there's nothing ordinary about the Nexus 6P. There's nothing ordinary about it. So if you have one, you just gotta keep it, care it, love it, take care of it. Now, the information pack is right here, which comes with the SIM tray adjuster to pop the SIM tray to put in your SIM card. That's for one. And it also comes with your standard Huawei earpiece kit, along with a regular USB data cable that you use to pull data from your computer into your device. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nexus Huawei 6P. An amazing design, an amazing device packed with a lot of power that if you are just a regular user, you will not get to use most of these features. You will not get to harvest some of the power that is actually in this device. The professional user, the power user, the leisure user is doing gaming, etc., will love the Huawei Nexus 6P. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the unboxing of the Nexus Huawei 6P Android device. And do remember, High Five Jamaica Computer Services, High Five Jamaica Services in its entirety, which classifies under 3 headings: computer services, mobile phone sales, as we have the Android 6P right here for sale right now, and we have i5 Jamaica Beauty Shop, which does the exclusive health and cosmetic imports. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the unboxing of the Huawei Nexus 6P. Thanks for watching.